Hi, this is Colleen Pearl the Cool Crone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be the April Tarotscope for the sign of Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius, this is weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I've picked an oracle card from the Elemental Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Okay. Alright, Aquarius, this is the first week in April, and the first card up is the Knight of Swords. So this can be a cruel knight. He rushes in. He's all about doing things with haste, but because he wants to dispatch with them. He can be a little cruel, but mostly he should be helping you because he is an air sign. This could even be you, that you're being very hasty at things at the start of the month. And a lot of times in April, lots of us are hasty with things because we've got that Aries energy going on. And then we have the Death card, and you're not alone. Capricorn also got the Death card. Something is ending. Something is coming to an end and is going to be transformed. So perhaps you're rushing in with the Knight of Swords card there because you feel this coming. You sense that something is coming to an end and you want to finish things up, or you want to get something done before the end. And then we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a defensive card. You're fighting to defend yourself. You're showing off your best strength, your best skills, so that others cannot take advantage of you. And in general, you're just feeling like you are alone. It's you against the world. So I think in this first week of April, Aquarius, you may be feeling like there's a last stand. There's a last chance for you before things are going to change drastically. And I'm not getting a big indication of what kinds of things are going to change, but something is most definitely changing in this first week of April. And then we have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords could also be a facet of you. This is a man who is good with words. He's at the top of his game. He's probably close to retirement, but he can be cruel sometimes. He can forget about the human aspects of things. So he is ready to use his words to bring about some kind of a fair decision, or he could be just protecting his own and, damn everybody else. Like I said, he's not warm and fuzzy. He's not a guy that you want to cozy up to. But if you're trying to get something done and it depends on an intellectual process, he's the one you want in your corner. Then you have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is a person that can hold secrets. He's a person that can keep his cards close to his chest. He can also bring those secrets and messages to you. So he's the one he's not lurking in a corner by any stretch. He's out and about because he's social, he's talking to people, and he's probably garnering more secrets as he goes. So very interesting that you have the Knight of Cups right next to the Death card, and then after that is the Three of Cups. So very, very interesting along here of what's going on. So I think something is about to be revealed. There are a lot, two communication cards here and another one down here. So the next card up is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is about, the Six of Swords is about adjustments, transitions, making your way, and hopefully easily. So this is a person who is making the transition out of stormy waters into calm waters, but there's no guarantee of his success or of his arriving at the other side. So you have some real things to think about here, Aquarius. You need to gain safety for these people that you're bringing over, and you will need to make adjustments. You will need to make lots and lots of adjustments, both intellectually and probably emotionally, but the rewards are great if you do get to the other side. So that's what that card is about at the end of the second week of April. And then we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands denotes movement. So lots of things are happening. There's growth there. There's transformation. You've got all the wands bursting out from the fingers of the hand. So in this third week of April, you have new movement. You're moving in a new way. You're moving on to something new, which goes along very well with the Six of Swords. So you're moving out of something that's not good for you, and you're coming into a situation where there are lots of opportunities, lots of things for you to do, and it's happening quickly. So you're going to need to make quick decisions. And then we have the Three of Cups. Usually the Three of Cups is a friendly card. It's a happy card. It's a card of celebration. It's a card of the three women dancing, usually in the Rider-Waite. And in this deck, it's just one woman who is literally coming out of a cup herself and holding several cups. So I think that you've got friends here, maybe new friends, maybe a celebration of your newfound situation and happiness about this transition that you've made. So I think the transition is being made due to the fact that something ends where you are. So what we saw in the first week is that there is an ending that you have to accept. Something has to come to an end, and at the end of the second week, what you decide is to move on after that ending. And then in the third week, you have new friends, new situation, and then you come into the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands could be somebody that you meet that you like very much. Air and fire usually get along very well. So this would be a fire sign woman. She's very decisive. She's very quick-witted. She's funny. She's dramatic. She's really good at handling things and really good at knowing things about people and just knowing what everybody's business is. So you might like that, Aquarius, because I think that you try to intuit these things, and you're social, but you're not one to dig into people's history. So it's nice that you have somebody who can give you all the gossip. And this could end up being a romantic relationship. And then we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is the card that usually warns of illusion and delusion. This chick does not look happy. So another 8, we had the Eight of Wands, and then right next to it, the Eight of Cups. This is showing that you're not particularly happy at what you're getting or at what you're achieving or whatever's happening. You have an emotional response to it that's dislike. You do not like what's coming out. And then you have the Five of Swords. Again, another card of dissatisfaction. But in this card, we're finding that you feel that you're being put to a test that you cannot possibly overcome. So you're feeling like a failure, like you can't get it right. And that's another sort of nail in the coffin here of you being dissatisfied with your situation. But the final outcome for the month, the final card of the month, is the Lovers. So I think that you do get something going with somebody, even if the Lovers is not actually indicative of a new relationship. At least you're getting some friendship going, some trust, some cooperation from other people, some union, some feeling of being accepted. So I don't think it's really the end of the world, Aquarius. I think April is a tough month of transition for you. I think you've got some challenges that you need to overcome, the first of which is during the first week, when you really need to let this stuff go and not waste your energy defending yourself. You need to move through the month accepting that things have changed, accepting that you've had to suffer some kind of a loss, but see it as a transformation. See it as a chance to regroup and rebirth yourself in a new format, maybe a rebranding of sorts. Because then you meet the Queen of Wands, and I think she makes a lot more things possible in your new environment, because you will be moving into a new environment. Now, whether that means moving your house, changing your jobs, or just changing your circle of friends a little bit, I'm not sure. It's your life. I can't really tell you all those things. But I do see that as a final outcome, the Lovers is a very positive card, and it shows that you do have support and friendship and even maybe love all around you. Now, the Oracle card for you, when I picked it, I was like, oh, really? Is that true? It says Cleansing Storms. And I think that aptly describes what you're going through, Aquarius. There's a lot that is needing to be cleansed. And with that Death card there and the Six of Wands, I think you're definitely moving into a new situation. So let's see what the guidebook has to say about storms. Cleansing. Sometimes you need to raise a lot of energy to blow away what you no longer need. An issue will come to a dramatic head. Cleanse your body. Let go of what you feel you no longer need. Be specific in your release. Harm as little as you can. Storms are created when a center of low pressure develops with a system of high pressure surrounding it. Thunderstorms frequently form within areas where a warm, moist air front collides with and borders cool air fronts. Spectacular, beautiful, and somewhat dangerous, these storms can also hurl out hail. Watching a storm come in over the ocean or watching storm clouds form is often an awe-inspiring sight. Watching big, steely gray clouds come in from the horizon at the end of a steaming hot day was a common occurrence where I grew up. We would watch the clouds form and drop their heavy, watery burden, big fat drops hitting the bitumen and causing steam to rise from the road. We always experienced a feeling of all that intensity coming to a head and a comfortable coolness replacing it. Storms raise a lot of energy through movement and kinetic power, and many witches and shamans love to channel that energy into workings and spells. Standing in a safe place, plugging into storm energy, is a fantastic way to charge your own body's batteries as well as to practice holding and directing energy. As climatic conditions warm on our planet, storms will become more severe in some places and non-existent in others, both extremes causing imbalance. Controlling climate change will assist in controlling this destructive intensity. Wow, that was a lot of information there. So I hope that was helpful, Aquarius, and I know that you have some affinity with storms because of your ruling planet Uranus. So I know that this is going to hit the chord, hit the right notes for a lot of Aquarians who are out there. So please leave me some comments. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, Aquarius. Have a great April, and I'll see you next time.